Hello. I'm so excited today. I am just absolutely so over the moon that this channel has hit 1,000 subscribers. I actually didn't even think that that might be possible in the beginning of this creative journey. Your support has been so incredible, and just want to take a minute to thank each and every one of you. We couldn't have done this without you. So, as a way of showing our appreciation, we're offering a very special party favor, and super excited about it. We've been celebrating Belle Blooms because this was the May subscription kit, and she grew, and she actually even inspired the Paris collection, and we felt like she just deserved to be complete. So she's almost complete, and in the process, one of the things we're doing as a celebration is a $1 sale. So everything Belle in the shop is $1. We did that a couple of days ago, and I received so much feedback that more was wanted that we've gone ahead and decided to offer it for 3 more days. So there are more Belle listings and more Belle Bloom listings added to that sale, so be sure to check it out. To go along with that, one of the things we listed was a collage kit. It's about 34 pages, and that's our free offering to you. It's a party favor. It's on our coffee site. So if you'd like to craft with me and let me show you how I'm going to use it, feel free to pause the video now and go and grab that off of our site. There'll be a link in the description box below. I am also working with photographs, and so you'll want to grab some photos if you want to play along. These are Belle Bloom's photographs, but you do not need to. They do not need to be Belle Bloom's photographs. I also think I have some Paris photographs I need to work with, but I have quite a few photographs that I need to matte, or images that I need to matte and kind of create a special. Oh, they have so many. I have a lot of work to do. To work with. So go ahead and get what you need if you're going to follow along, and we'll get started. Okay, let me show you the party favor. These are just mats, and they're collage bases. They could even be tag bases. They could be flip outs. I think the possibilities are really endless, but there's varied sizes and varied backgrounds. Most of them, I'd say about 2/3 of them are neutral, so they could be used with anything, and about 1/3 of them are specific to the Belle Blooms kit, or a like sage green and cream colored vintage journal. These are just, the pages, they're in different sizes, yeah. And again, I'm going to use some images from the different Belle Blooms listings so that I can create some photo collages. The way I start, I don't generally like to cut out the pages, but what I do like to do is cut out the images that I'm going to work with, because generally I pick what I'm going to do based on the images. So we'll start bigger. I have a couple that are my very favorite images, and I haven't been able to decide which one of these I will use as a cover, because this listing has these in a bigger size. I probably will pick one of these for my cover. Let's see. This one right here is my very favorite image of the Belle Blooms kit. So let's see, I'm going to work with this size, which this size you can see by my hand. These are about, I'll use my ruler and I'll tell you right now so that you know. These are about 8 centimeters by just over 12. And the size doesn't really matter, but you can see that clearly this sheet is going to be too small. So let's pick a sheet that is the right size and shape. And probably I'm not going to use square because those are rectangular. So here's some that are, I'm just going to lay a couple of them out, and then I just like to see what they look like on different ones. And I may need to crop the size. I like the tone of that with this, but I think I'm gonna like it even better maybe with this one. This one, I'm not sure. Make sure I don't have a couple more. I didn't even print up the whole entire kit. I just printed a couple of the pages. That's all I printed on the big size. Ooh. This might be better. So that basically when I go through the collage process, that's all I do is immediately just kind of see what I'm drawn to. So let's work with this page. And the idea is really, you know, to mat these. You could cut out on these if you wanted to cut out the inside and actually frame your pictures. You could. I'm not going to do that. But I waited to ink these because I thought I might have to also adjust the size. And I am going to do that. I'm going to trim this a little bit because it's a little bit big for these mats. And I'll just trim it until I have a size that is a little bit better. That's a little better. I wanted some of the background of this to show. So I'm going to just pause the video for a second, ink this, cut this out and ink this, and we'll go further into the collage. Okay, I actually decided not to ink everything because I thought I wanted to show you some of my process, my decision-making process before and as I do that. So I opted to work with these two pieces and leave the one, the girl that I really enjoy. I decided to leave her for the cover. So I picked these two pieces to work with, and I just want to show you that I trimmed the page here, trimmed her a little bit, and I'm going to use something to decorate the corners a little bit before I ink. That's what I wanted to show you. And there's a lot of different ways that can look really nice depending on the corner punches that you have. They just dress up the edge a little bit since these are floating on the top and not actually framed. So I wanted to wait to ink that to show you. And then I feel like the collage process is such an individualized process that this could take me a very long time, or it could just simply come together. So we're going to kind of just see if it comes together for me. I want to pick up this journal is like a sage green and cream color, a lot of the theme. So I want to pick up a little bit of the green. So I picked up, I have printed some of the background paper. This is on tracing paper. It's one of my favorite papers to print on because, as you can see, it's still a little bit translucent and the opacity isn't completely there. So I like how that looks, but I don't want to, because I don't really want to cover up a lot of the lace, but just a little bit. And part of what I was thinking is that I might do a little bit of a ruffle and show you what that looks like. So I'm going to add that here on the bottom. I like the way that a ripped edge looks, and I want to make sure that, because I'm going to put it on the bottom, this is just my personal preference. The tracing paper is a really nice thing to make a ruffle out of, because if you're paying attention to both sides, this back side doesn't even look so bad when it's made into a ruffle. So I am going to just rip my tracing paper. This is a lot wider than I probably want it to stick out. So I'm going to make sure that what I do is make it wider or longer. Let's see, that's the right word. The height. So I guess it's the height. Make sure that the height is longer than I want, because I'm going to need to glue it to the edge. So also going to ink up this edge very quickly so that it's easy and ready to accept the ruffle that I make. So I'll just do that really quick. And again, most of this ends up not even really being seen by, but we'll see how I end up doing it. So I'm attaching this to the back side of this so that I can create a ruffle. I'm going to ink the edge. And I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to attach it to the back side. So what I do, I have a whole tutorial video on adding ruffle, but I'm just going to show you very quickly what I do. So I create a starting point here, and I've made sure that my ruffle is, it's almost more than twice as long here. And all you do is you start it on one end. And this really needs lots and lots of manipulation, kind of like, it's like a backward and forward motion. And this, I'm not getting really specific about where this is lying at first. Just mostly wanting to work with getting the right length. So I'm going to actually add on this side where I'm going to have it end. I'm going to glue that down too. Start working from this side. I'm just kind of holding and pushing down. It's very approximate. And now I have one side and then the other. I'm actually going to add the more glue here along the edge, just barely along the edge. Oops. And add this ruffle in a more specific way, paying attention to the length and where I place it on the edge of this so that it is somewhat even. I suppose if you were a sewer, you might be adding lace via your sewing machine. I am not. I do not own a sewing machine anymore. I really downsized my home. I actually moved out of my home. What you're going to do is use your bone folder too to kind of make sure that it's really pressed down here, and add a little bit of extra glue. Yeah, I don't own a sewing machine anymore because it's one of those things I hadn't used, I think, in 5 years. When I was letting go of things, It just didn't meet my criteria, so it's okay. It's forced me to be more creative. So this is what it looks like on this side, which I actually really love. Just creates a nice little effect on the bottom, and that gives me a little bit more length too of knowing where I'm going to work from in making this collage. When I make a collage, I generally have sort of a loose formula in my head, which is I figure that I have a background, a focal point, and then I have one or two other elements that are considered for the collage and a decorative element. So the decorative element here I've chosen is a ruffle. I might have chosen lace. I could choose both lace and a ruffle, but generally I have the main focal point, the background, and then two pieces of ephemera or a word or something like that. And I don't know what I like here, but often I don't use the whole pieces of ephemera that I have at one time. Like this one, I love the numbers in a line. I probably won't use the whole ticket, so I'll make sure that I cut only part of the ticket and save if I do that. I'm thinking that. And then I also really loved these buttons and stuff, so I was thinking of making a strip. Let's see what this looks like. Adding this strip. I totally don't have this planned out, so I don't know how long it's going to take me, and a little bit nervous about how long it might take, but you know, something like that maybe instead. I don't know. Let's see. I also have this license plate I really like. I don't know if it goes with the sewing theme. I wonder what it looks like if we do the numbers and then the sewing item. Nope, too much. The numbers and the sewing stuff do not go together in my opinion, so if I choose the sewing stuff, I will probably not choose that. So I think we'll go with more of the numbers. I'm just gonna rip that so that that's the part that I see. Notice that since I'm gonna just tuck that behind, I don't need to use my whole part. I'll use this in another collage on another half thing. So is that, and oh, maybe I'll use some of this lace. I have another thing I like to do, which is that I bought, yeah, that's pretty. I bought some lace specifically for this journal. This is one of those pieces, and I'll kind of use all of that lace in this journal so that it's a kind of a repetitive element. I felt like those look like magnolias. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if the numbers are gonna addition, guys. It's okay. I think I will do the numbers. Really, you don't have to do a lot, and this for me is kind of, it's play. So, and it really calms my mind and is almost like a meditation for me. Oh, I should have inked that. I really encourage you to explore the collage process. This element here that I gave you as a freebie is probably the base of probably most of the ephemera that I will make. So let's put that down. And I'm going to attach her, but I'm not going to attach her all the way around because I'm going to want to be able to tuck something behind if I want to, but I'm going to just set her in place, kind of. I'm kind of looking at, is this offset here? I want to kind of offset this here. And oh, where did my lace go? There it is. Yeah. Put that here, or I could put that. Oh, that's kind of pretty too. It's really nice to have the opportunity to play around a little bit and see what I might like. Let's see. Got some of these that I might stick back here. No. But maybe I do like how, no, too much. I think we're just gonna go really simple, guys, honestly. I'll just show you another one. This was actually too easy. I really actually just love the ruffle and the lace on this. This girl is so much of a focal point that she really didn't need a lot. And when I make these, I use just as little glue as I absolutely can with the art glitter glue, because the art glitter glue dries clear and you rarely ever see it, but if you use too much, your stuff does bunch up. And I could be using Fabri-Tac. Just put that there, and I think cut that off. Okay, so if I were going to put her in the journal, let me just show you that too. My journal does not have a cover yet, but I do have a lot of the pages done. So what I do is kind of find a place for her. Yeah, I like her there. So I might even, I could attach her down here and have the ruffle edge show down here, or just like this. She could be a pocket, and if she were going to be a flip, then I probably on this side would attach some paper, but I'm not gonna go to that process. Mostly I'm wanting to create maybe like a pocket, and I think I'm just going to attach her hair, but I might at this point use part of something else as part of an offset of a collage, so that when I glue down my pocket, I put some of the collage piece attached to the page, but only apply the glue on the edges of where it would make a pocket. I'm not sure about that. What do you think, guys? I'm thinking that I might try some of the other collage mats that I really like. Yeah, I like that edge actually quite a bit. So see how I just layered that there? I probably, again, will not use this whole piece. So I'm going to show, no. So I'm going to cut out what I'm going to use, put it down. I'll show you what I mean really quickly about separating the collage. Some part attached to my page and some part attached to making a pocket. So I'm just going to put this, just kind of plan out my page a little bit. I still think it needs something else. a little bit of lace poking out. Let's see. I do like the lace peeking out of here, but this might be too big of lace for that. I've got some other lace. Let's see. Let's try this. Yep, okay, and again, I want things to lay as flat as I can, so even though this lace is going to stick out, I only want half of it to be exposed. I'm going to cut it in half, and then again it goes twice as far. Certainly could use fabric scissors, these are getting a little dull. I'm going to take a page out of the journal so that it lays flat as I work, and then I'll put it back in the same place here. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do, as you can see, this edge here, and I don't love that, so I'm going to attach the lace directly to the back of this. Rather than to the page, because once I attach it to the page, then I'm committed to having it in that specific spot. What I'm after here is what this lace looks like on this frame, whether or not I get this even. I'm just going to attach a little bit on the front. Right here, I want to cover up this edge here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay this down, I think. Just check where I put it. Okay. Remember, because I'm going to make that a pocket right there, I want to make sure that this side is glued down really well, but I don't glue the opposite side, like this lace part is still not glued down. And not only that, just the little back behind the frame is not glued down either, because what may happen is I may find something else I want to tuck behind there. And the glue is fairly, or excuse me, the lace is fairly secure to the frame, so then it will be kind of like that. So then when I make that a pocket, I don't need to glue the bottom. Let's put the ruffle on it. Probably something isn't going to move out of the bottom, so I'm just going to put my glue on either side here. And I'm still not sure if she feels finished. What do you think, guys? Oh, hard business. Kind of want something else to pop at the top. I don't have a lot of white things. Ooh, let's see here what we can do with this paper clip. I do like the paper clip. Actually, and now I just need to find something small that I might attach to it. I wonder. Hi. Again, sorry, this is totally not planned out, so. Just going to tuck that under there. And I want to put something behind this word so it pops just a little bit more. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this fabric. So I often use, probably a year ago or more, I bought a old sheet at the thrift store, and I've been using that. I haven't even gotten, but I like kind of how the grungy look goes a little bit. Maybe I want it down here. Nope. Thinking that some of these little leaves that I cut off of that lace would be really nice too, popped on that as kind of like a repetitive theme. So I think I'm going to actually repeat with this. Some of the tidbits of that lace. And this lace also. So I'm kind of making a little collage for the word. it over here offset. Okay, I like it over here better. So I'm just gonna put that there. And now we need to fill our pocket, but I don't think I'm gonna do that with you on camera. Tag making is a whole nother journey and video. Mostly wanted to show you about the collage backgrounds that I was gifting to you. Let's see. But you can see that because this is glued down, that's what I wanted you to see, is that tuck something outside of the pocket. Ooh, that's even cute. Okay, probably something like that. I'll go through the final embellishment process after I get ready to bind her, but for now, the other side of the page looks like. Yeah, okay. Love that, actually. I also wanted to show you with these background pages. So I did, like, for practice, you know, collaging is something, like I said, it's so meditative to me that sometimes I just start with a page like this and collage. So that's what I've done here. I've got just a couple of squares left that I didn't do, but that's another thing that you can do with these collage papers, because probably what I'll do is take, let's just do one really quick. So I'll look for a bigger mat to put that on. This is why I said that using the mats are really helpful for me. I didn't glue past the edge on purpose so that it would be easy to cut out, but I wanted it to dangle out. These might be a little bit too big for my liking as far as that goes. You kind of just get built up like you're building up color in a painting. If any of you have ever painted, these are too small. Ew, I like that. Okay, great, perfect. I wanted to use this fleur-de-lis background with that because of the coloring of it. Could have also cut this with the paper trimmer and then it would be exact, but I'm actually not minding if this is a little bit organic the way that it looks. So, these out of the way. Yeah, so see, I can start to build a collage like that with some of these other pieces too. Ink this one. So the things to kind of pay attention to are, you know, what things do I want to showcase and have be my focal point, and then kind of let the other things fall into the background. And then, let's see, too much. I might be able to do that. Actually, I'm just going to leave it like that. Maybe not. What do you think, guys? So not only am I paying attention to how the elements look together, but what the outside edge looks like, the overall shape of what is created, to see if I like that or not. And when we do that, I start to feel like I need something else. Oh yeah, okay. So I think what I'll do is use this lace. And just note, I don't have a plan, but it's a really good way to kind of check in your inner guide and check and see what you like and what you don't like. And that's what the most important part is. It's not about like there being rules along the way or there's a wrong way to do it. There isn't a wrong way to do it. You can't screw this up. You can have things that you like better than something else, that's for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and place this before I put anything else on, and I'm not going to do the whole thing, but just so that I have the angle that I'm going to be working with. Oh, that's cool. Way cool, way cool. Let's see where we have that. Maybe like definitely less is more with this glue. Now that I've chosen where that's going to go, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue back there. I think I am going to use this little piece here. So I don't know about you, but this is still begging for me to have more on the back. So, oh, there we go. Okay. That's why these collage sheets are really awesome, because you can just go like layer by layer from smaller to bigger, really until you're at a place that you like what you have. So in this collage, I've used 3 of those little papers. Some you may use more and some you may use less. And again, now I may pay attention to a little bit the edge here and see if I can find something that I'd like to go there, like, oh, maybe. And I could create a little pocket here too with something sticking out that I might want to like that number there. Again, I'm going to just rip off what I don't want. Mostly I want to be able to see the numbers there. That's what I like there. And just because I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I attach this, I am going to go ahead and consider that this is a pocket. So when I put this on this page, I'm just going to add glue here. And for time's sake, I could spend the time to show you how I'm going to place this inside of the journal, but I'm not sure if that's necessary. I may work off camera for quite a while and then show you what I end up coming up with. I also wanted to show you how on these ones, some of the times with some of the images, I like to make like a photo strip. So just to give you an inspirational idea that you can cut those 2, 3, 4, 5, and then sometimes, I don't know, what do you think? We might be getting a little bit busy, but you could see that could have been completely an option there for me to add that, maybe even instead of those, since I didn't have a lady. Anyway, I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for everyone who's helped us to get to the 1,000 subscribers. Please go ahead and jump on over to the Ko-fi site and grab yourself that freebie thank you gift. We'll see you in another video. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe to keep us to help grow.